Hey class, here we are today. We're going to start our pipe bending module, okay? In pipe bending, we have different bends for different locations. We're going to start with a 90-degree stub. Anytime we have a 90-degree stub, your pipe's coming up, going a full 90-degree bend. We have what's called gain coming out of a 90-degree bend. Your gain for ½ inch is 5 inches, 3/4, 6 inches, 1 inch is 8. An 1¼ inch, you're going to gain 11 inches. So if I want to do a stub for a 1-inch piece of pipe to come 20 inches to the top from the ground, I'm going to take my 20 inches minus my 8-inch gain. I'm going to gain and mark my pipe at 12 inches. 12 inches to the arrow on the bender, bend up, and I will be exactly at 20 inches to the top of the pipe. 3/4 pipe bender right here. When I was showing you 20 inches to the arrow, this is where you would put for your 90-degree stub on a normal bend. Anytime you're doing offsets, you see the slot in the bender? That's the center of your bend, and your star is for back-to-back bends. So when you're going to do a bend coming back to back, you could use the star, and we'll go over that on the next video when I show you. This is our offset multipliers for doing offsets in pipe, okay? So anytime you're having an offset where you have to climb a beam or a duct or something, you're going to do what's called an offset, okay? So the multipliers for offset, 45 degrees is 1.41. 30 degrees is times 2, 15 degrees is 3.864. So what this means is you're going to take your number that you need to go, like let's say if this is 15 inches, multiply it times the 1.41, and that's your spacing in between your offsets, where it'll come out every time what you want. Now, anytime we're doing our offset, guys, anytime we're climbing pipe, we're shrinking our pipe from our end, okay? So there's multipliers for every degree that we're using. In your book, you're going to find it's not just 45, 30, and 15, but 45 and 30s are the common offsets you're going to go with on a daily usage, okay? So 45 degree, your multiplier is 0.707, 30 degrees, it's 0.866, 15, it's 0.966. That's the shrinkage that's going to be used by your offset. So let's do a step right here. So this formula right here, okay, we have a pipe. It doesn't matter the size of the pipe for offsets, okay? So we're going to want a 15-inch rise from the floor to the bottom of the pipe. And we want 48 inches from the end to where the bend number 2 is going to start, okay? So this is how we're going to figure that out. We're going to take our 15 inches times our 1.41 multiplier. That's going to give us 21.15. That's the distance between bends 1 and 2. So between bend number 1 and number 2, you're going to have 21.15 inches, okay? Now we have to account for our shrinkage, because we're going to lose pipe from this end as we are climbing, okay? So our shrinkage, we got to take our 21.15 times the 0.707 will equal 14.95. Now we take the 21.15 minus the 14.95, and that gives us 6.2 inches of shrinkage that we're going to lose coming this way from that pipe. Okay, so if we want 48 inches, we're going to have to take the 48, add the 6.2 for 54.2 inches. So to bend number 2, we're going to measure 54.2 inches and then come back minus the 21.15 back to bend number 1. So you turn around, then you could bend number 1, bend number 2, you'll be right at 48 inches on bend number 2. You guys to really take time and look at your, number 1, read your chapter, try to get through it. It's a really hard module to understand. But the more important thing is these numbers and what I'm showing you right now. This is the more easier way to bend pipe. This is the way I learned. It works for me every day still. So what I want you to do is pay attention to the formulas, the multipliers, the shrinks, and the gains. Okay, module 4, I'm going to give you 2 weeks to go through because it's a pretty extensive module, so homework will not be due till not this week, but next week. In the video for next week, I will demonstrate how to bend pipe. I will be bending pipe, showing you exactly how to do it. Okay, can't wait.